You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yes, definitely. Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you. Okay. Hi, let's go.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr.
No,
Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. To be honest, he kind of does. He seemed quite straightforward. Right, yeah, no, this is about the deserters. What's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Okay, sorry, I'm adjusting my pop filter because it's being weird. Oh well, that's not helping. Right. I can't blame anyone for wanting to leave the town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends? What? Did you know... Oh, yeah, did you know Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Okay, can't blame anyone for leaving. Didn't deserve you worked with them, you were friends, or what? Yeah, why were they arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
Will do. All right. Okay, then, but so what then? So they're nice people.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay, and where would we... Right, what do I need to talk to Max about? Right.
Thanks,
we will
mister.
stop.
I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it.
Right.
That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Sure. Okay, excuse me. Oh, while we're here, we've got to talk to somebody about their funeral arrangements. Yeah? And for some odd reason, I think it's Phyllis. Hello, Phyllis.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Tenderfoot? Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Okay, these papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Okay, you said he shot himself.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Okay, that's an awful... That must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
You did say you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
Well-
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Out of curiosity, wouldn't that mean when you found the body, it would be a wise idea to pretend you didn't? What? Yeah. What are they going to do? Arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Yeah, this is gruesome. This really is gruesome.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Yeah, I'm going to let you get back to work. Yep, I'm definitely going to let you get back to work. That was mildly horrible. Right, okay, so, Vicar. Let's go and see the Vicar, and my awesome sense of direction is pulling me in this direction. I am so good at finding my way to places, he says, knowing he's about to get lost.
I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute.
Right, okay. It's a church. It's a church.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Right, yeah. We're just going to have a look around. We are going to have a look around, even though... OS... Okay, I have no idea what that is. I want that. Okay. And...
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Okay, that was odd. That was really odd. Max! Maxie! Maximilian! I feel like I already know you.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
I'm liking him. Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant, cut off the power to Adelaine's deserters, cut the power... I think it's about the cutting off power to Adelaine's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife.
Yeah.
I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
You're making that sound like a bad thing. So what do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Well, it doesn't sound responsible, but, you know, the way you said that, you didn't even make it sound like the Spacer's Choice was nice either. What do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible,
Of
then you
course.
should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Okay, power to Edgewater, convince deserters, return to fold. No problem, piece of cake. Just talk everyone into coming together.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is your ear glowing? Stop that. I can handle myself. I have a big stick with a giant metal ball at the end. But why?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale.
Right.
However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Right. You want me to go out and collect someone's stash of porn. Got it. And you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it?
What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never. I
was
just
sarcasm.
want to. Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Totally. Yeah. Seems like the authorities... No, I need to know a bit more about this book before I agree to it. Okay.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
So it is actually an actual...
It is not only a
Okay.
beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Yep, sure, I'll find it.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Excellent. Right, thank you very much. Let's check. Nope. The journal. Nope. The journal! Got there eventually. Right, now comes the power. Stranger in a strange land. This, right. Illustrated mine. The small grave mound. Right. And we should talk to everyone. We have got to go to the Barber. Actually, you know what? We got to go to everywhere. General store and see what they've got.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Welcome.
Yeah, huh?
What vending machine? You mentioned... Right, perception. I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot. Okay. I didn't notice that. But now I did. You never mentioned your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
She's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
That is inhuman. That is absolutely inhuman. Yeah.
It's sensible.
No, it's not.
Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
It's just... You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
No. Actually, it was more about you not being allowed in Morrow's store.
There was a kind of a thing with a vending machine when I was 12.
You were a kid? That must have been forever ago.
Sure, but folks got long memories around here. I've always been good with my hands, right? So I saw a lock on the machine and thought, oh, this must be how they refill it. But I had to know. So I did my thing And next thing I know, there's a couple hundred bottles of 0G rolling out the front door and into the road.
Awesome.
It's not funny.
Yes, it is.
Right about then, a bunch of loaders came rolling in the gate, fresh off the Saltuna ships. And Mr. Thompson was up on the porch making a speech about how everyone would have to volunteer a third shift to get it all canned. Anyhow, you ever seen an auto loader run over a bottle of 0G?
Go on.
Exploded all over Mr. Thompson. One bottle after another as the loaders went by. I was just shy of working age, so Dad had to pay all the damages. Moreau's still angry at me. I can laugh about it now, but I just about puked up my guts in terror in the moment. That's the one time I ever made Mr. Thompson look a fool.
It might be the only time you made him look a fool, but, okay. You said the mission was too clean. Isn't a church supposed to be?
I know, but Vicar says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicar sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Well, that's because he's a vicar. He is an idealist, I guess, or an ideologue. Ideologue. Yeah. He sees the world as it should be and assumes it must be that way. You're an engineer. You see the world as it is and hit it until it does what you want it to do. You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing. Yeah, pretty much.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
You'd be surprised. It's amazing the number of things you can fix by hitting them with a wrench or a big stick with a giant ball at the end. Hello, Julius Moreau.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
She's with me. I'll take responsibility for her.
See that you do. I got a business to run. Edgewater ain't gonna provision itself, you know.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Okay, I got a few questions for you. No, I don't. Let me see what you're selling.
Music to my ears.
Okay, right. So, he's got... The DPS on that is better than mine. Because I can't actually even see mine, can I? The DPS on my big hitty stick wasn't that good. That is so much better. That is actually... Oh. That is Maxwell. Imagine the DPS on that's better as well. Oh yeah, that's what I've got. The telescoping staff has absolutely no... That really does look like a good hammer. That looks like a very nice hammer. I want it. Okay. But I think right now what I probably should focus on doing is just, you know, selling you some stuff. It doesn't really get me much, does it? Sell. Okay, I've got some bits now. I got some bits. And hibernation suit. No, I'm going to keep that, you know. I can sell that. Just trying to remember my way around things. All right, okay. So we've discovered there. This is...
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Occasionally.
Something you need?
Not big. You mentioned, yes.
In the bar? When I asked if you were a drinker?
Yeah, you sounded worried.
Sorry. I know it's none of my business.
I like a drink now and again. I guess you're not a drinker. I don't make a habit of imbibing. Yeah, I like a drink now and again.
It's not like I think it a failing, mind. It's just I live right across the road. Most nights I watch folks out my window. When they come in here, they might be happy or sad. Mostly they're tired. When they leave, they're mad at themselves. Or they stumble into the alley and I listen to their hearts breaking.
Oh, okay. Can't abide. No, are you safe living across? Sounds like fault. Yeah, it does sound like people here live hard lives.
Maybe so. But we don't think on it that way.
All right. Probably because you don't think about it too much, to be honest. That's what I'm guessing. Barbershop, that is. Trigger hammer, happy woman over there.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Okay.
Where are we headed?
I just wanted to see. No, never mind. Maybe you wanted to tell me about him. Okay, Conrad.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Right. I can show you my hands. Yes.
No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards.
No,
you will also report to me in the
won't.
event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Right. Silas sent me for your money.
Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Okay, that's some quality drama, Conrad. You should definitely audition, yes.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Just give Silas an IOU. Hang on, medical rights. Yeah.
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give him an IOU?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
And do you mind if I use your bathroom? Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Space's property. Eugene was an asset. Someone has to pay for his price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking we have to pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down to his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around, pry them out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price. No one's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis. Probably not a good idea. Hi again.
What can I do for you?
Persuade 1. I know about Eugene, medical 10. You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Sort of. Only if only if we use the term loosely. No, I'm guessing you were trained at medical school.
Experience was my teacher. Experience and... So, you want to be an embalmer, brochures 1 through 5, courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career Development.
Okay. I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
I found a note from Phyllis. None of your business. I'm a mind reader. I'm absolutely a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom,
I could be a
representing
mind reader.
3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
So, he probably won't miss them?
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Why not?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, are you sure?
I'm sure that I have no other choice.
Okay.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality.
Okay.
I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
So the town never had to pay a penalty. That's horrible. Yeah, that is horrible. But you're going to say it's good because you didn't pay a penalty, right?
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime.
Yeah.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect.
Oh, yes.
I included it
thankful.
all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, it's conversations like this that make it very difficult to feel any sympathy for this board. Wanted. Bertie Cotton. Oh, right. Okay, this is the sheriff's. This is the sheriff's.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Isn't it? Let me have a quick look at this. Terminal. Bounty records. All bounties posted by the Edgewater, yada, yada, yada. Open bounties. We've got Guillaume Antrim, Doc Maybell, and Bertie Cotton. Hello!
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing a promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Ooh, I'll buy them all. If you need help with your marauder problem, I am for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals.
Awesome.
Know how to carry yourself in a fight?
Yes.
I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders.
Excellent.
Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll
Fingers.
dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Okay. Do not have any questions for you. No, I do not. Okay. Onwards.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing with myself.
This is... Is this...
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Abernathy's residence. Hi.
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Right. Do you want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Yeah, that's me. Alienist. Definitely. I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued. See, I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued. Yep, definitely.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick.
I'm not
Wait,
sick.
No. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
Okay, you've got the plague. Why not? You should put a sign on the door. Why not?
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't you?
Yes.
Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Maybe. Okay, how can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway.
All right.
I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Sure.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
You can feel your spleen. But while you're talking about that, so probably an unfortunate topic, but I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Possibly.
Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment.
Okay. Oh. So I've got to get... You are taking an awful risk trusting me. No, you're not. Whoa! Yep, because that's not remotely terrifying.
Making a mistake working for Abernathy.
I'm sorry, what? Esther.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine.
No, I wouldn't dream
Abernathy
of
is a
it.
well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Oh. He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
Right. What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that. Apparently, that's not shady at all. Yeah, that's not shady at all.
I'm doing right by the town, I'll tell you that much. You bring me that medicine, and I'll see that it goes to the right people.
Okay. I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Okay. Aren't you, like, supposed to be, like... Aren't you, like, really kind of persuasive sort of person? Okay, yeah, you are. You're giving me a little bit of a boost. Just not that much. Oh, I so feel like I should, Whoa. Companion ledger. Companion ledger! You've got a... Would you let me borrow your hammer? I sort of feel like... Just, you know... Hibernation suit. Yeah, right. Perks available. None at the moment. Yeah, okay. It's like you know, you need a bit of dialogue. You need a bit of dialogue. You so need a bit of dialogue. Really, but I really do. Really, massively want to keep going so that I get that companion skill bump. Because then I'll get 10 from her at the moment. I mean, at this point, it's not necessarily absolutely 100% much benefit to the getting the 100%. Almost feel like I should probably just pump up like the dialogue. It's just so damned useful. You need all the dialogue. And you do, but like the leadership is so bloody useful. Put 2 in leadership and the rest in dialogue. Yeah, you're probably right. That is a good point, actually. That is a good point, because I can't get to any level anyway, so... it's going to be 2 more levels before I can max out the leadership. So then I could just put the rest for now here, and then I'll actually have a little bit better persuasion. Yeah, I like your thinking. I like your thinking. Okay, yeah. And combat dialogue abilities. Oh, right, yeah. journal. Out of curiosity, though. I don't suppose I can...
I've got some time.
Oh, I was wondering if I could...
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Right. It's a shame. I was sort of hoping I could chat with her again. Right. Who else? Maintenance division. I feel...
Needing nothing but salt
I
tuna for
feel
a
like
year.
this is your place, Parvati, and that you don't mind if I,
This is where the magic... Hey, that's... I mean, if you need it. Okay.
We're a team now. We're a team. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, though. I really didn't. I got the feeling you didn't mind us being a team and everything now, you know? You don't mind, do you? You say no. Okay. So. Is that any good? Is that any good? That is DPS 113. That does 51 and does knockdown. This does 47. See? With that? That's a one-hander. Yeah. So why is it that it does more DPS? It's just wrong. It's just wrong. We need 5 to get through there. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, why do we need, out of curiosity, why do we need to pick these locks? This is your house. Can you just open everything for me? You know, just open everything? We're friends and everything. No.
If you're hungry, I could open up a can of something.
That would be nice. Ammo. Ammo. Stuff.
My dad's... It's an office. Just my office.
So it's your dad's office. Got it. All right. I'm going to route 3 emails and stuff. Hope you don't mind. Open last search. Indumati. First entry. Indumati left Edgewater today. She's been reassigned since... Ooh. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Oh, you like flowers? I can't find many kinds around here.
Flowers are okay. Flowers are okay.
I don't like coming out here. People on the street stare.
Why do people on the street stare when you come out?
If you need to go, I'll wait outside.
No. I'm seriously just being a nosy looter kind of person. Okay, right. And we need to speak to someone called Ludwig at the spaceport. And my awe-inspiring sense of direction is leading me over here somewhere, over here somewhere. Oh, I feel it's that way. I am just so damn good at this. All right. DPS is bugged and does not take your skill level into account. Probably not. It's just weird, really. Okay. Hello. Looking for... Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm not getting in there, am I? Not getting in there. Definitely going to need to get better at picking locks and things. Right! That looks locked as well. Yep. Just remember to come back here when we're better at picking locks. You know, I'm not necessarily comfortable with stealing everyone's stuff, but I am trying to save lots and lots of people. Right, this is the
When
landing
I
part.
was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Well, that was something. Right. Is this Ludwig? Ludwig Miller. Don't ask me how I know your second name. It's a talent.
I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
I've swung a truncheon. What are you babbling about? Are you okay? You seem confused. Silas sent me. You owe him gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Yeah, your ear's glowing too. Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Okay. Yeah, we should definitely look out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
I'll be stood at the top of the hill with a big stick and a large round metal ball at the end. If your resistance needs another gun, I'm for hire. You can borrow my gun. I don't need it. I'll be swinging said big stick.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees, absolutely.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town.
Okay.
The scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Will do. I could use a couple of pointers. If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple of pointers. Probably.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Very technical. Very, very technical. Goodbye. Right, so we've got all of the fees. We should go and speak to Silas. The most important person in Edgewater. The person you are supposed to speak to before anyone else. If you don't speak to him immediately, it's a crime against humanity. Yes, it is. It's terrible. People will think you're strange. You walked past a man digging around in the dirt and didn't speak to him? What sort of weirdo are you? They'll say. That's ridiculous. I mean, he stood there and you didn't speak to him. How is that possible? How did you even do it? I mean, seriously, how? I thought it was universally impossible to stroll past somebody without going, hello, could you possibly give me your life story?
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
You first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
His solid gold teeth could be worth something if you pulled them out.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, His body was gone, spirited away, vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
Or he was stolen by people with feet. I'm just throwing that out as another option. I'll keep my eye out for them.
Let me know if you find anything.
People with feet, that is. About the fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
Nope.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Persuades. I went out of my way for you, you know.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
That's nice. I was hoping for something a little more tangible.
Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Excellent. I'm not snitching. Thank you. Ooh, I completely forgot. I did not completely forget. I thought I'd forgotten to level up. Why did I forget? Why did I forget that I hadn't forgotten that I'd leveled up? Right. Anyway, let's go and... Shall we check on that auto-mechanical that's secretly plotting for the downfall of all mankind? Yes! I believe we shall. Weirdly. Have I missed anything? Stupid question. What have I missed? I must have walked past so many chests. It's late. It is! Quadraco, yes, I will definitely be wandering off soon, I guess. But there's an auto-mechanical that's trying to take over the world. I mean, we can't let that happen, can we? We can't let that happen. We have to deal with it. We absolutely have to deal with it. And I really want a better weapon. Okay. Could it be here? There it is! The vicious...
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Yeah, you probably could. Combat drone. Okay, hello?
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Yeah, oh, actually, you know, I could do it myself, actually. I can't, which is odd, really. But no, you do it. You do it. You do it. You seem awfully keen.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards, anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational.
Jeremy.
Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Don't you owe me something for the repairs? No, because why did you name the mechanical?
On account of I fixed him.
Okay.
And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Whoosh. Way over my head. Is that an ether wave serial or something?
Hebs surely. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics initiated. Please do not disturb.
I'll try not. Can Jeremy hide his helmet? I've no idea. We could ask him, or we could just move on with our lives. And by move on with our lives, I mean wander around looting things that really shouldn't actually belong to us, but now they do. Okay. Right. And...
Okay, keep him quiet.
No, you don't need to keep quiet. I'm just trying to duck. I'm ducking. That was me. Okay. Now I'm ducking. No. Hey, I got an assault rifle. I got an assault rifle. That's probably going to be useful. One would think. So I got a shotgun. Less useful. I have a feeling the shotguns are going to annoy me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we should go back and report this to Ludwig. But then we should probably head out of town and speak to the people of the botanical laboratory. Was that what it was? And convince them that they should move back to Edgewater on account of the fact that the power's about to go and disappear.